Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
on the mound now, Riley O'Brien.
Number 55.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 8 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
0-1 down. And downstairs, Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And there's a ball. Arenado leads off second with nobody out. On the ground, right side. Chisholm gets it to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Lars.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitchers looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Ground ball up the middle. Over to Goldie. That's the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back for more from the Bronx. On to the third inning. Here is Goldschmidt. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouled off to the right. There's a high chopper. Win. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check as it remains an 8-0 game. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. To the batter now, Ivan Herrera.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Sends it across to first. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. Still 8-0. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a couple more. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. that one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That'll make it out of here. He circles the bases. It's 12-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Riley O'Brien won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
new arm on the mound for the Cardinals,
Zach
Thompson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. And it is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 13-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
At the plate, Austin Wells. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Gone! He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 14-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Lunging, but can't bring it in.
Now batting, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez.